Hello, friends. I'm back after 2 days of pure frustration and a couple $100 less in my pocket. I was able to figure out what the problem was through a tech company. Um, Before I get into this, I want to really show my appreciation to you guys. It really meant a lot to me that you guys wanted to help me and to get me back up and posting and showing, true friendship is really cool. It's very nice to see, and I'm just want you to know I'm greatly appreciative of it, and thank you. I really mean that. Um, if you are a new subscriber, please click that blue bell to get notifications, and I want to cheers you. Okay, cheers to you all for sticking with me and being friends. For real, thumbs up, big time. Today, I'm going to basically go over what that podcast would have been. So it's going to be Q post um, up until his last one, May 2nd to the 4th, maybe. And then we're going to talk about a federal prosecutor pulled from from the waters. And then we're going to talk about a plane going down in Savannah. And we're going to talk about John McCain and some other things. We're going to get into some memes and, news through the week. So anyways, thanks again. And this is True Reporting. Let's get into it. So May 2nd, we get a picture from Q, and it looks like a plane taking off. You can check it here. We see this, and it's very blurry, but it looks like it's taken from another plane. This is up in the sky. This is obviously not from ground level, so we can see that. So we'll continue up. Another picture of the plane. This is obviously from it taking off. It's not landing. And we see it here taking off, going up in a angle. And then we get this picture of a circular building that looks pretty unique. What is it? You'll find out in a second, and you'll also maybe get some hints on what this plane is, what's so special about this plane. So we'll continue moving forward. All right, and then we get a picture of this. This looks like an empty half, three-quarter empty half tractor trailer, and we have some stuff wrapped up on these two pallets down here. What is it? I don't think people quite know yet. I think it's still up in the air, right? Then we get another picture from Q, and it is Apple. So we have a plane taking off. We have a circular building that looks very unique. Then we have a three-quarter empty tractor trailer with stuff on pallets, and then we see Apple headquarters. So are all these things related somehow? So 1311, this is on May 4th. Trip update. 1312, trip confirmed. 1313, Patriots fight Q. Okay, so he obviously had to do another trip code. He confirmed it, and then Patriots fight Q. Okay, so I go to this. This is obviously the new page that's supposed to be on 8chan, and it's a 404. So are you guys getting this too? Is this recently? Am I going to something wrong? Has something been happened to it? Has it been taken down? So we'll continue on. So it says 1314. Future communications in the kill box. Pre-stage, ELEY, pre-stage. Sector, SEC, DIR, CAP. I don't know what that means yet. In the kill box, on ready. So on my ready, set, go, Q, future communications. So we're waiting on him, I guess. Is this what this means? 1315, May 4th, we get a Trump tweet. And it says this, which is incredible. It says a rigged system. They don't want to turn over documents to Congress. What are they afraid of? Why so much redacting? Why such unequal justice? At some point, I will have no choice but to use the powers granted to the presidency and get involved. And how powerful is this, right? How amazing is this that he is talking about these texts being redacted? It was very disappointing to a lot of us. We all got extremely angry about this, saying, what the heck? I thought, this was supposed to be, coming straight from, from Sarah Carter to Hannity and then presented to us in full fashion. But it was obviously the FBI handed this over to Congress, which then handed it over to Hannity. And the FBI is so crooked that obviously they're not going to give us something out in the open like that. They're going to redact everything. And why would they redact everything? Maybe because it has talk between the two FBI agents about a possible assassination attempt. We don't know. There's so much corruption in there. I believe that's why it was redacted. So we go up to 1316. 1316 says, this is from 427, and it says focus only on the FBI for now. Okay, so updated. James Baker fired, reported today, resigned, false. Removed January, fired 421. Lisa Page fired, reported today, resigned, false. Testimony received. So both these people have been fired. They didn't resign. False news, right? Fake news. Added in the kill box. Mike Cortan, FBI Director of Public Affairs, fired, cooperating under resigned title. Josh Campbell, Special Assistant to James Comey, fired, Department of Justice in the kill box. David Loffman, Chief of the Justice Department, Counterintelligence and Export Control Section in the kill box, National Security, HRC email investigation, fired forcefully. John Carlin, Assistant Attorney General, Head of the DOJ, National Security Division, fired, forced. Sally Yates, Deputy Attorney General and Acting Attorney General, fired. Mary McCord, Acting Assistant Attorney General, Acting Head of Department of Justice, National Security Division, fired. Bruce Orr, Associate Deputy Attorney General, demoted twice. Cooperating witness, power removed. So he's a cooperating witness. Why wasn't he fired? His power was removed. So, Rachel Brand, Associate Attorney General, number 3, official behind Deputy AG Rosenstein, Attorney General Rosenstein, fired, force. Cross against House, Senate resignations, final term announcements, plus CEO departures. Conspiracy, fake news, the swamp is being drained, trust the plan, justice. So is this a conspiracy? Yeah, it was a conspiracy to take out a sitting president. Fake news, absolutely. They're pushing fake news because they're saying these people retired, but they didn't. They were fired. Q's bringing the truth forward to us. The swamp is being drained. Absolutely. Trust the plan. We will. Justice. Justice for all, right? So we'll go up to here, and it says 1317. JK Trader JPEG. So it says here, confirmed. Fox News Politics, John Kerry reportedly coaches Palestinians not to yield to Trump in peace talks, spurring backlash. So he, excuse me, reportedly coaches Palestinians to not yield to Trump in peace talks. So basically, he's going against President Trump, and it's blatantly obvious. What? Excuse me. Why did Hussein travel ahead of POTUS? Because he's making sure that his ties are still there. He's making sure that these people are not going to go with Trump and that they're going to stick to the plan. He's probably talking to people who are part of the problem, who are corrupt, who are trying to enslave all of us, correct? So it says Trump would not be in office for long, suggesting he would be out in a year. Okay, reread Crumb's Future Unlocks Past, would be out in a year. So they're talking about impeachment? Are they talking about assassination? What are they talking about? I believe they're talking about both. if, plan A, plan B. Plan A is to impeach, plan B is to assassinate. So no new Q post. I mean, today is the 7th, and the last one we see is from the 4th. So we see these planes and stuff, so I'm going to go into that next. So we see the plane, and we're going to go into that real quick. We'll start here. So it says right here, the plane in the latest Q post is JetBlue. JetBlue launched Pie in the Sky, a limited edition pizza delivery program that will send authentic pizza pies from Patsy's Pizzeria of East Harlem to Los Angeles from May 9th to the 11th. Look who was there promoting the pizza service. Pizzagate, Pedogate, QAnon. All right, we know about the pizza. We know about all that, the FBI code words. Do we not? So let's see who is promoting it. So we look here, it says Abramovic with Spike Lee, QAnon, We the People, Where We Go One, We Go All, MAGA. Spike Lee promoting a JetBlue cross-country pizza delivery service. And we scroll down, and here is the high priestess witch, Marina Abramovic, with Spike Lee, and they're promoting this. It's pizza delivery. Very, very strange. So we'll take another look into this, and it says Patsy Pizzeria goes cross-country with JetBlue and Spike Lee with a little help from quintessential New Yorker Spike Lee. LA gets a taste of real pizza with JetBlue's Pie in the Sky limited promo. And we see Say Cheese, and he's with a pizza. This is on May 2nd. We know what these FBI code words mean. They're all over the place. So let's see. We'll zoom in here. And this says, notice the dates of the Pizza Cross Country event, May 9th through 11th. 5/9 to 5/13 is Lemuria, 3 days, Roman All Souls. Basically the Roman festival of the dead. Per Q post, it looks as if JetBlue is used to deliver trafficking victims who are being stored in Apple cities in California, China, and Hong Kong, like big storage units of people. Q said this is bigger than we can imagine. This has me absolutely shaking right now. Is that what's going on? I think this person's speculating, but nothing surprises me anymore. So I'm not saying it's true or it's fake. I'm saying that there is a possibility of this, which, it's intense. It really is. So I'm going to show you a couple of these pictures that I saw, and where this will all tie together. So here we see this is the Arlington Cemetery, and this is actually John F. Kennedy's burial plot, and it is a giant Q. Isn't this strange? Look at this. Look at the outline. A giant uppercase Q, and that's John F. Kennedy's final resting place. We'll go here. I'll show you this real quick. This is the latest number of indictments as of the 30th of April, 28,937. So that is a ton of people. Let's see. So right here it says company claims climate change champion. Leonardo DiCaprio ships pizza from New York City to California. So he's part of this too. He's part of it too. This is by True Pundit. Okay, so it says right here, this is from an anonymous. Someone from Apple in the plane pictured earlier. Not so much the plane as the locations. Hostages are coming back. So I saw a tweet from Paul Joseph Watson talking about that North Korea is releasing their detainees back to America, which is incredible, per Trump. So, is this who's in the planes? What's in the planes? We're all speculating here. I'm just adding to it. Just letting you think about it too. This is another part from Anonymous, another post. It says, welcome to our complete guide to Apple Park, the extravagant multi-billion-dollar new campus headquarters that the company is almost finished building in Cupertino, California. It's an impressive building, but not everyone is happy. Apple is one of the biggest companies in the world, so it's no surprise that it is fast outgrowing its current headquarters at One Infinite Loop in Cupertino, California. As a result, Apple has spent years building a new headquarters. It's since announced plans for a second campus. Incidentally, the new campus is officially named Apple Park. Before this was announced, the building was widely known as Spaceship Campus because of its flying saucer-like design. It's located on the former Hewlett-Packard campus. When will Apple Park be finished? Construction was scheduled to be finished by the end of 2017, and the large-scale building work was mostly done earlier than this. Even now, there is still plenty of exterior landscaping to be done. However, jump down to the section of this article where we post aerial drone video to see the latest progress. Since April 2017, the 175-acre campus has reportedly been welcoming employees, but it's set to take more than 6 months to move all 12,000 employees into the new site. And some construction will continue over the summer, even as employees move in. In an interview with the Wall Street Journal, Apple design chief Jony Ive revealed that his team would be moving in during the autumn of 2017 and will be among the last teams to move into the new campus. So this is referring to that giant circular building is the Apple headquarters, right? So we'll go here. This is it again, confirmed, Apple headquarters. And you can see it. This is the drone footage taken from high up. It's pretty crazy looking. So JetBlue flight into SJC, San Jose, California. Get on it, plane fags. More of the planes. Right here it says Apple just finished the touches on the new $5 billion headquarters, and the results are stunning. Apple's $5 billion campus in Cupertino, California, with its famous spaceship building, is finally finished and employees are moving in. $5 billion. Continue. So my thoughts as well. That could make flying out of San Jose, SJC, the hostages are coming back. So, is that who's on the plane? Again, we don't know. We're not sure yet. Okay, so right here, this is more questioning of the planes, right? JetBlue. Remember the picture before? We couldn't really see it because it was so pixelated. Taking from a distance from it, looked like another plane landing as this plane was taking off. With who on it, we don't know yet. So JetBlue, this is just a tail fin that looks similar. It's a JetBlue flight into San Jose, California. Most likely could also be to San Francisco or Oakland. Continuing on, it says looks a lot like JetBlue tail fin, pick related center image fin design. So they're just trying to figure out, these Anons are just trying to figure out what that plane was taking off. We could go here. It says too grainy to zoom in on. Trump met with Cook several days ago. Do all Apple phones have Chinese backdoor? It says down here, consider the vantage point of these photos. Is this plane being watched from another aircraft? I think so. Like I showed you before, it was above, it wasn't on ground level. It says Q. Anonymous asks Q, is this the American prisoners from North Korea? Cargo Airlines, California. Again, another tail fin, right? That is similar to that bluish design of JetBlue. Again, California or Cargo Airlines is that same color blue, so we're still not sure of the make of the plane, whose plane it is. So then we go to this picture that I saw, and it says computer and electronics equipment packaging, crating, and shipping, Baltimore. Large electronics, servers. Again, thinking back to those, China phones, are they a backdoor hacking system? So he's just saying, he's referring back to that 3/4 empty tractor trailer. What's on there? Are there servers? What could be on there? So we'll go here, and it says street signs not in English. Chinese fags attack. Apple store in Hong Kong. Found it. So this is the building that was shown from Q in those pictures. Hong Kong, Apple, okay? So we'll go here. This must be tied to Apple and Foxconn and the new recent news that Apple will keep a trade war from happening, plus the sedan about Tim Cook stealing worker boys from Foxconn for his own use. Weird. So we'll go down here. Confirmed Apple retail employees hospitalized following battery rupture at Hong Kong store. Battery rupture. Okay, so we've confirmed that that picture is from Hong Kong. Assuming topic is JetBlue and Apple. Assuming that Q is talking about JetBlue and Apple. This is solved. Other ideas which could be considered. Number 1, Blue Apple, similar to Green Apple. Acronyms, JBA, Japan Bank. Number 2, POI, on flight. See below. Person of interest is on JetBlue flight. They took a picture of the new Apple facility. Q team is watching the person of interest. Q team posts a picture of the person of interest picture they took, along with a picture of their plane. Maybe operation going on or letting someone know we are watching them. So yeah, is this just the Q team focusing on this person that's on this plane? They're taking pictures this person took, and are they just watching them? Is this an operation going down? It sure looks like it. No. So we'll go here. It says 4/25/18. Tim Cook visits the White House. 5/2/18. Apple announces $100 billion stock buyback. 5/2/18. Q post pic of Apple headquarters. Down here we have a link. It says U.S. money companies, Apple's $100 billion stock buyback overshadows iPhone. Okay, then we have this. This is from The Hill. It says Pentagon orders military stores to stop selling Chinese phones. So the military orders stores, or the Pentagon orders military stores to stop selling Chinese phones. I wonder why. Chinese-made iPhone with plane hacking tech equals remote access to plane controls by bad actors. So they're using these things to bring down planes, it looks like. So let's look. Here we go. We'll keep going. Isn't this getting interesting? I told you this is all going to tie together. Posting this research again on PFN track. Plane control technology. Since it's getting a lot of traction on Twitter right now, and with the recent 7 out of 10 flights going down, what's behind airplane, train, car crashes, and what is tracking us? Embedded chips in planes, devices, equipment, and people to remotely send signals and control every element of the Internet of Things network. Hillary Clinton's Rose Law firm in Little Rock, Arkansas, was the original attorney representing the inventor. More Clinton body counts. Patents to remotely control vehicles started being filed within 2 months of the passage of the Economic Espionage Act of 1996, EEA. During Bill Clinton's first term, the EEA, Economic Espionage Act, was written by law professor James P. Chandler III, Robert Mueller, James Comey, Rod Rosenstein, Loretta Lynch, Eric Holder, Larry Summers were strategically positioned at the top of the Justice Department and Treasury during this time. What? James P. Chandler was introduced to Michael McKibben of Leader Technologies. Leader was looking for the best patent attorney in the country to protect its social networking innovations. Chandler became Leader's patent attorney and got his hands on the underlying engineering source code, which he shuffled to the IBM Eclipse Foundation, where DOJ Eric Holder and IBM's David Capos were waiting along. So this Chandler guy, James Chandler, went into Michael McKibben. He went to him and became his patent attorney. Michael McKibben, I believe, is a white hat. I believe he's a good person, from what I've researched. James P. Chandler is a scumbag who took this information and took it to IBM, which is, Bill Gates. they have ties to the worst things you can imagine, where DOG Eric Holder and IBM's David Capos were waiting. So he basically stole this information from Michael McKibben because he is scum. So yeah, we'll check this out. This is pretty cool. So it says wetware. We can see. I'll zoom some more so you can definitely see it. Wetware. Wet work is a euphemism for murder or assassination. Wetware. Right here, implanted devices deliver electric shock, poisons, dopamine, adrenaline, emit mind control frequencies. Wetware. You are being tracked. So this is from an April 9th post from Q. You are being tracked. The PFN track system. Track means trusted remote activity controller. The PFN, protected primary focal node. So basically they're using these things within these phones to bring down planes, to derail trains, to take control of cars, like you saw in that one video on YouTube where the woman lost control of her car and then it tried to side-swipe Trump's motorcade. And I believe this wetware is probably, looks like what it says right here, delivers electric shock, poisons, dopamine, adrenaline, emit mind control frequency. So they're using MK Ultra with it too. And the patent was stolen. I mean, this is interesting stuff, right? Let's see what this says. So it says data processing vehicles, navigation and relative location, indication of control or landing, course control by remote radio signal. It can automatically do course control. It can direct things. Administrative, commercial, financial, managerial, supervisory, or forecasting purposes. Processing data by operating upon the order of content of the data handled. Crash any aircraft, any vehicle, anytime remotely. Enhanced in patent. Yeah. PFN track system upgrades for accountable remote and robotics control to stop the unauthorized use of aircraft and to improve equipment management and public safety and transportation. So they took this patent and used it for evil. So I think this is a background on Michael T. McKibben. He says the social network movie about Facebook was a lie, misdirection to divert attention from the real thieves, Chandler, IBM, the cartel, and the emerging American spy state. This is from this gentleman right here, Michael McKibben. Wow. Okay, then right here, this is, we're over with that stuff, wasn't that interesting? It was crazy. So right here, these are the kids from Stranger Things, and yes, they get pizza tattoos. Is this part of that MK Ultra? Is it a part of it? Are they using their phones to control them? We do not know, but it sure looks like it. Is this kid right here on the right, is this kid even like, what is the age to get a tattoo? 18, 16? Is he that old? He looks like he's like 13. So this says right here, trip update. It says you will need for coming weeks. Put it this way: 6 attempts were made to silence the witnesses scheduled to appear tomorrow. Bad actors have repeatedly attempted to assassinate William D. Campbell to prevent his testimony. The testimony alleged wrongdoing is keeping their witnesses' names cloaked. However, William D. Campbell, a lobbyist, confirmed to Reuters he is the informant who will testify and provide documents to Congress about the Obama administration 2010, the approval of the Uranium One and Canadian company with uranium mines in the United States. So they better keep this guy secret witness in Senate. Clinton probe is ex-lobbyist for Russian firm. So, I mean, this guy, they got to keep him protected or he will be offed. And that is a fact. Then we see right here, guess who is now free to deliver unfettered testimony to Congress? Department of Defense, Paul M. Nicosome. He is the new director of the NSA. The NSA has all information on anybody, and he is going to deliver unfettered testimony to Congress. Incredible. And then to round things out real quick, we have Michael Flynn, and these are his tweets. We'll just look at the header. We see, General Flynn, rocky waves, General Flynn, and then now General Flynn, smooth sailing. So we saw this also in the North Korean pictures. And pretty cool. We'll go into this real quick. Federal prosecutor body pulled from river. Was DOJ pioneer in fight against child exploitation porn? So, did he find some big names, some people as CEOs, representatives? Was he going to expose these people, and then they threw him in a river and killed him? This is what they do to people who are trying to be a threat to them. So, he was a DOJ pioneer in fight against child exploitation. These people are all pedophiles, and he was probably going to expose them, so they dumped his body in a river. We'll go right here to John McCain. John McCain, no President Trump at my funeral. Okay, what a bum. John McCain, one of you guys out there, which is really cool, said, why does he still have eyebrows if he has brain cancer? Why does he still have white hair on the top of his head? Is he not going through chemo? What's going on here? He's hiding. Is he covering? Is it a lie? Right? Isn't that what Q said? So he'd rather, instead of being, tried for treason, is he just going to off himself? White House intel, John McCain expected to retire from U.S. Senate. We look down here. We don't say his name. This is a Q post. Under the cover of his health, he will not seek another term. Covering of his health. Is he implying that there is no disease? No name in Syria. Timeline. Purpose. Who attended? No name in panic. Health cover. Fast. Again, another health cover. Is that to get him out of here? Traitor. The modern Benedict Arnold doesn't support vets. He met with ISIS, helped them with billions of dollars weapon training. McCain committed treason against his country, drained the swamp. I totally agree. Damn, these things follow me everywhere. He is in the kill box. He is done for, and we all know it. Right here, I wanted to show you this real quick video. There's no sound to it. So check this out. This is close to where I live, and this is a plane. And it says surveillance video film shows military plane nosedive and exploding. Look at this thing. So we see it go down. It goes behind the mountains, and then we see this black thing fly down through here. And then explosion. We see the smoke rise up. Smoke rise up. So let's bring it back. So here goes the plane. Down, down, down behind the hill. We'll pause it. So what is this thing coming down here? What was that? Do you see? It's like this black thing flying down, and then we see the explosion. Boom. Seconds later. So then we go here. Okay, Georgia plane went down due to drone strike. Is this what happened? So it says the Georgia plane went down due to a drone strike. Here's the original unedited video. That's what I just showed you. Posted to the Twitter of the owner of the store that has the video. You can very clearly see a drone come in after the plane dips below the tree line. This video is weird because the plane dips down and then nothing happens. Then the drone flashes in, dips below the tree line. There is another pause, and then the explosion. The edited video mentioned above removes the crucial part with the drone and then makes it appear that the explosion happened the moment the plane dips below the tree line, which it didn't. There was a drone. There was a pause before the explosion. I think the drone covered up the evidence that they messed with the plane. Maybe they made a safe landing. Who knows? You have to look hard to see the drone. It moves so fast. So yeah, there were no survivors. We later found out that there were 5 people, including the pilot, died. So this is the thing. This is that thing going down and then below the tree line. So what is that, you know? It's very strange. Why was it attacking that plane? We don't know. Is this everything I wanted to show you? It is. Okay, so I think we're done here. We're done. So, guys, again, the appreciation from me is, it knows no bounds. Okay, I really do appreciate it. We're all friends here. We're all family. Please keep supporting this channel by clicking the thumbs up. It's good to be back. I'm glad you can hear me. And you know, if you found this informative and you enjoyed it, please subscribe and leave me comments below, and I'll be sure to message with you guys. Have a good night, y'all. I know it's late. It's about going on 9:15 on the East Coast. So I hope you had a good Monday, and I will check back with you on Wednesday. I'm going to do these Monday, Wednesday, and Friday so I can give you better researched information. Okay? So I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good night. Bye.